Hello everyone, welcome to this session of Engineering Graphics and Design. Myself, Vimal Salot from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this session, we are going to study about projection of a straight line. So let us understand first of all what is straight line, how it can be defined. It is defined as the shortest distance between 2 points. So the definition of straight line is the shortest distance between 2 points is known as a straight line. Now, to study the projection of straight line, first of all we have to understand the different orientation or different locations which are possible with reference to HP and VP for a straight line. So we will discuss all these cases step by step. So first of all, the line perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. Here you can see there are two principal plane of projection. One is HP, that is horizontal plane, and second is VP, that is vertical plane. So given line is perpendicular to HP and parallel to VP. It shows here in this diagram, it shows the actual location of the given line. You can see here this line, AB line, is perpendicular to HP and it is parallel to VP. We have to draw its projection in this position. And you know that projection means we have to draw front view and top view. So this direction is direction for the front view. So when we look at this object, when we look at this straight line from this direction, we will get its projection on VP. And the projection which is obtained on VP is known as a front view. So it is direction for the front view, where observer is here for front view. So it is a projector from end A and it is a projector from end B. So both of these ends will look like a point on VP. First is A dash, another is B dash. And when we join both of these points here on VP, we will get its projection A dash, B dash. You can see how it is projected. Now when we look at this object from the top view direction, both of the ends A and B will be projected on HP and both of the ends will be on a common projector and they will look like a point view. So on HP it is top view, and that is the point view for the given line. Now with reference to HP, VP and this reference line XY, so whatever distance is given for B point, it is above HP. That similar distance is here above XY line for B dash. And the line is in front of VP, so that similar distance is here also. It is in front of VP distance. So it is a pictorial view of the given line. But we have to draw its orthographic projection. So for orthographic projection, always HP, horizontal plane, is rotated in clockwise direction by 90 degrees. So when HP is rotated by clockwise direction 90 degrees, its location is below HP. So above XY line it is vertical plane and below XY line it is horizontal plane. So A dash, B dash, it is front view over here, and from its projection it is a projection line. So in top view we are getting point as a top view. On HP it is top view for the given line AB. So if there is distance given in front of VP distance, that similar distance is we have to take over here. It is in front of VP distance below XY line, and this distance is above HP for end B. So that much similar distance is here above XY line. Now let's see the another position of the given line. A line is perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. So now line is perpendicular to VP. It is the actual position for the given line. You can see here it is perpendicular to VP and it is parallel to HP. So let's take the given line as PQ line, and it is the direction for the front view observer. It is direction for front view observer. So when we look at this object from this direction, it will look like a point view on VP, that is front view for the given line. So here you can see it is a front view for the given line, P dash Q dash. front view of end P is P dash and front view of end Q is Q dash, both will be at the same location and they will both look like a point view. Now if we see this line from top view direction, it is direction for the top view, it is direction for the top view. Projector of P is shown here, it is projector. Now projector from end Q, so projection of this end P is shown here, it will look like this here as point and it is Q over here. Now PQ, when you join it, the same line with same length can be seen on HP, that is top view for the given line PQ. Now with reference to XY line, here this distance is above HP distance, that similar distance is here, it is above XY line P dash Q dash, and this distance is in front of VP distance. Here this point P or end P of given line PQ is in front of VP, and that similar distance is here in front of VP distance. So it is a pictorial view. Now we will draw its orthographic projection. So with reference to XY line, first draw XY line, then draw its projector. So it is projector. On this projector, front view is P dash Q dash. So it is here front view P dash Q dash, and from this we will take the projection. So it shows the projection, and when HP is rotated in clockwise direction by 90 degrees, it will move, this top view will move below XY line with same distance. So it is the top view PQ for the given line. Front view is point view and top view shows the actual length of the given line, and that actual length is known as the true length. In short form it is written as TL, that is true length. Now what conclusions can be derived from both of these examples? We have seen that in both of the examples, in one case line is perpendicular to HP, in another case line is perpendicular to VP. So we can derive some conclusion. If a line is perpendicular to the plane of projection, then its projection on that plane looks like a point view, and if the given line is parallel to the plane of projection, then its projection on that particular plane shows the true length for the given line, and true length in short form it is written as TL. So these conclusions you have to understand and you have to remember. Now let's see another location for the given line. Now given line, the line is parallel to both HP and VP. So here it is given line AB. You can see in this diagram in pictorial view, it is parallel to VP and it is also parallel to HP. So the given line is parallel to both HP and VP. It is the direction for the front view, and from front view direction it can be seen as A dash B dash as a front view with the same actual length of the given line. And when we look at this line from top view direction, AB is the top view for the given line with actual length of the given line. So in both of the cases, in front view as well in top view, it shows the true length because the line is parallel to both HP and VP. So front view and top view both are a line with true length. Now from XY line distance, it is, see, this AB line is above HP, so that much similar distance is here. For front view it is above HP and it is in front of VP, so that similar distance is here, it is in front of VP. For orthographic projection, HP is rotated in clockwise direction by 90 degree, so VP, and below that is HP. This line is XY reference line. Above XY line, this distance is above HP. It shows A dash B dash. It is front view for the given line, and it is AB top view for the given line. Now next case is a line is inclined to HP and parallel to VP. So it shows the actual location for the line. You can see here this line is inclined with HP. It has some inclination angle with HP, but it is parallel to VP. So in VP it will be seen in true length, and the inclination angle with HP is always denoted by theta. It is standard notation for inclination angle with HP. So AB is given line, inclination angle with HP is theta. This direction is for front view and it is direction for the top view. So now let's take its front view. The projectors are shown here. So A dash B dash is front view on VP with true length because the line is parallel to VP. And just now we have seen that if a line is parallel to any plane of projection, then the projection of line on that plane shows the true length and true inclination angle. So it is a true length A dash B dash and true inclination angle theta. Now let's take its top view. So from top view direction, it is direction for the top view, and AB is the top view of the given line. With reference to XY line, the distance this line AB and A is above HP. So that much similar distance is here above HP distance, that is above XY line, and this distance is in front of VP. That similar distance is here, it is in front of VP. When HP is rotating in clockwise direction by 90 degree, that distance we take below XY line. So first you have to draw this XY line. On above XY line, it is VP, so front view is A dash B dash with true length and true inclination angle. From that we will take the projection, and AB shows the top view. That similar distance is in front of VP distance, as you can see here. That similar distance we are taking here in front of VP below XY line. So in front view it is true length, true inclination angle, and in top view it looks like a straight line. So what conclusion can we derive from this example is, first point is theta is inclination angle of line with HP in its true length, and you can see here this top view is parallel to XY line. So one view, that is top view, is parallel to XY line, and other view, that is front view, is in true length and true inclination angle. So that is important conclusion which we can derive from this example. If top view is parallel to XY line, then its front view gives true length and true inclination angle. Next case is a line is inclined to BP and parallel to HP. Here in this diagram, in pictorial view, you can see this given line AB has some inclination angle with VP, and that inclination angle is always denoted by phi. It is standard notation. So when you look at this line from top view and true inclination angle, but when you look at this line from front view direction, it looks like this line in front view with different length. That length is other than the true length, that is A dash B dash. Now for orthographic projection, HP is rotated by 90 degree in clockwise direction. So this view, top view, is shown here. Point A first is noted here from this point with inclination angle phi, whatever value is given. This line is drawn here, AB, and length of this AB line is equal to true length. From A and B, draw the projection line. This distance is above HP distance, and it is A dash B dash front view of the given line. Now the conclusion from this important example, what we can derive is, first point is phi is inclination angle of line with VP. Here you can see phi is inclination angle of line with VP, which is inclined with this VP vertical plane in its true length. And you can notice here this A dash B dash, it is front view and it is parallel to XY line. So from both of these points, the projections are drawn here, and the other view, top view, is true length, true inclination. So if front view is parallel to XY line, then its top view gives true length and true inclination angle. That is also important conclusion. You have to understand and remember all these conclusions. Now, if a line is inclined to both HP and VP, then how projection can be drawn? So here it shows the line AB which is inclined to both HP and VP. So neither front view nor its top view shows the true length of the given line because it is inclined to both HP and VP. So say it is the front view for the given line and it is top view for the given line. The angle, inclination angle of this front view A dash B dash is denoted by alpha. So it is inclination angle of final front view with HP. That is known as apparent angle of front view with HP, and this angle is made by top view, and it is the inclination angle. It is known as apparent inclination angle of top view with VP. For orthographic projection, you can see here this A dash B dash with inclination angle alpha, and from that projection is taken, and AB is top view and beta is the apparent angle of top view with VP. Now in case of if line is inclined to both HP and VP, how projection can be drawn? That procedure we will see here step by step. So it is a general solution when line is inclined to both HP and VP. So we are considering one given line PQ and it is inclined to both HP and VP. The dimension or inclination angle, it is a variable factor. It may vary from problem to problem, but we can derive one general solution for this type of problem. So in first case, in first step, we will assume that the given line is inclined to HP only, and from that drawing we will derive some answer, and in next stage we will assume that the given line is inclined to VP only, and from that we will also derive some conclusion, we will get some answer. When we combine both of these cases, then we get the solution for line inclined to both HP and VP. So here, first of all, draw XY reference line and then draw the projector. On projector line, we have to locate the given position of end P. Whatever distance is given in the example, that distance we have to consider to locate P dash and P, to locate front view and top view of one end of the line. Now, as we have seen in this earlier example just now, theta is the angle which always front view makes with HP in its true length. So from P dash, you have to draw this line, but with inclination angle theta. So here this angle is theta, that is inclination angle with HP. But this line, length of this line will be equal to true length. So we will denote it by Q1 dash because it is not the final solution. Here the line is inclined to HP only, but in given case the line is inclined to both HP and VP. So here it is assumed condition, and from Q1 dash draw the horizontal line. That horizontal line is locus of Q dash, and it indicates that on this locus line somewhere you will get the final location of Q dash. So now from front view, draw the projection line. From P, draw the projection line, and from Q1 dash also draw the projection line. This intersecting point is Q1, and PQ1, it is PL, it is plant length. In short form, it is written as PL. So here in this case, the line is inclined to HP only. But now we will apply the second condition also, that is line is inclined to VP. And the inclination angle for VP is applied to top view, as we have seen just now in earlier example, where individually we have discussed. So here from P point, we have to take the inclination angle phi, that is the inclination angle of the given line with VP, and it will be applied with true length. So it is top view in true length, and this point will be denoted by Q2. So PQ2 is top view in true length, and from Q2 also draw the horizontal line, that is locus of Q. So it indicates that on this locus line somewhere you will get the final position of Q. So final position of Q, it means final top view of end Q. Now PQ2 is top view in true length through inclination angle. So draw the projection from both of these points P and Q2. So we will get the elevation, that is front view. So from P it is projection, already we have P dash. From P draw the projection line, and from Q2 also draw the projection line. So it is intersecting point, that is Q2 dash. It is known as EL, elevation length. One important point you should remember is that front view is also known as elevation and top view is also known as plan. So front view length, it means elevation length, and top view length, it means plan length. Now we have the answer for plan length and elevation length, and we know that on this local line somewhere we will get the final location of Q. But we have this plan length, so take compass size equal to PQ1, keep P point as center point, and draw an arc on this direction. So here it is this arc is intersecting with this locus line, so it is point Q. So actually this distance PL plan length, that same distance we have taken over here. Now join P and Q point. So PQ is the final top view for the given line. Now how final front view can be derived? So here already we have final front view for P and that is P dash, but for Q draw the projection line on this locus of Q dash line. So here it is intersecting point, that is Q dash, final front view of and Q. So now we have both P dash and Q dash. Join this P dash and Q dash. So it is final front view for the given line PQ. So here some additional data are added. P dash Q dash is final front view, and its inclination angle with HP is known as apparent angle, and it is denoted by alpha. Similarly here it is PQ is final top view, and its inclination angle with VP is denoted by beta. It is apparent angle, it is known as apparent angle of top view with VP. Here P dash and P, it is the projector, they are joined by this projector line. It is one end of given line P, another end is Q end, and projector of end Q is shown here. So here actually this line and this line are the two projectors for the two ends of a line, and the distance between these two lines are known as the EPD. This distance is known as EPD, that is end projector distance. Now another point that is to be discussed is that here we have rotating PQ1 in this direction, but you have other choice also. You can also rotate this elevation length. So keep P dash as center point, compass size equal to PQ dash, and draw an arc. So it is intersecting point. So here you will get Q dash. So it will be final front view. So now if you have Q dash, then draw the projection line from Q dash in downward direction. So on similar point you will get here Q point. So it will be final top view. So what I mean to say is that you can rotate either elevation length or you can also rotate plan length, but the answer remains unchanged. It will be similar in both of the cases, and it is final EPD and projector distance. So there are some conclusion points you have to understand and remember it to solve any problem of line when it is inclined to both HP and VP. So first of all, P dash Q1 dash is true length in front view, and PQ2 is true length in top view. Theta is the inclination angle of line with HP in its true length, and phi is inclination angle of line with VP in its true length. Alpha is apparent inclination angle of front view with VP. Beta is apparent inclination angle of top view with VP. EPD is end projector distance, and if one view of line is parallel to XY line, then its other view gives true length and true inclination angle. It is very important conclusion. You should understand and remember it. Thank you very much for watching.